Hey guys, Darth Gloric here, back with part 1 of my brand new side game playthrough. We are playing through Divinity Original Sin. So, the thing about this game is I have started this game like 1,000 times. I've started it a lot of times. What the heck is this? As a thank you for being an all-star, give you 5 months of Game Pass for consoles, a gift. Including continues automatically at regular price unless canceled. Yeah, that's real cool, man. Thank you. Anyway, clear. Yes. Anywho, yeah, get rid of that. I don't need any of those. Anyway, why can I not get rid of that? Anyway. Moving on. So here's the thing about Divinity is I have started this game a lot of times, but I've never actually finished it. As you can see by the achievements, we have I have quite a few. I have 30 out of 54 for this game. But I've never finished it. I've started it a lot of times, and several times I got really far, but never actually finished it. Now, I do own Divinity 2 as well, and Divinity 2 is one that I have only started once, and I didn't even get past the tutorial section. Because it did look really, really cool, but I haven't played, obviously the first one. And so, considering how many times I've started the game, I'm hoping that if I'm recording the content, maybe it would help me actually get through the game and actually finish it. And I don't know why I keep petering out and not finishing the game for all the times I've started it. I don't know. But I am hopeful that maybe we can actually, with this run, hopefully actually finish the game. Anyway, so obviously, just like with a lot of my side game stuff, at the time of recording this, it will be, when I record this stuff is not when it will go up. So I have an idea about when this will go up, but I don't put the side game stuff up the same day I record them, obviously. So I just want to double check, but I don't think there should be anything crazy. I don't think I need to change anything. Yeah, I don't think I need to change anything. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything. Anywho, so yeah, I am hopeful that we can actually finish it this time. So, as of this video, this will be the first video that I'm pretty sure this will be the next one you see, I think, on the channel. And so, as of this video, I will have a new outro. Yesterday, at the time of recording this, yesterday was Thursday, and I did get up a new channel trailer, and all of my new channel art has officially rolled out across my channel and all of my social medias as well. And it just looks awesome. It looks fantastic, and I am really, really happy with how everything turned out. It turned out really, really well, and I love the art, and I love my new outro. It's a lot more representative of me, I feel like, and yeah, it's super, super cool. So I am very, very happy with how it all turned out, and I love the new trailer. I love actually using clips a whole lot. I love it a lot, and so yeah, it'll definitely be the formula that I use going forward, no doubt, because yeah, it is. Because, yeah, I really, really like doing it that way. That is just awesome. So, anywho, so this game is very, very long, obviously. So this might not be the smartest idea for a side playthrough, quote-unquote. But down the road, once we finish Twilight Princess, maybe, and depending on what I choose to replace it, maybe we'll end up switching the two. So maybe this will become my new main game playthrough, and then the other one will become my new side playthrough. I am not sure, but that might happen. Anyway, I don't think it matters. We could just play on Explorer, because you still get all the achievements and stuff as you do on Classic. You know what I mean? Like you still get all the achievements. Because I don't think there's like they're like completed on this difficulty. You know what I mean? Like, I think there might be a achievement for doing stuff on honor mode, maybe, but I don't think there's otherwise achievements for for otherwise. Where is she? And utterly finish the game. Yeah, there we go. See, honor mode and tactician mode. So there is for the two hardest difficulties, there is achievements for those. But It doesn't look like there is one for anything else. Yeah, finish it with the Lone Wolf trait. We'll grab his voice back. Adore the Divine Mercy. And then there's a couple of secret achievements is what I'm missing. So, yeah, so it really doesn't matter. So if you play, unless you play on Tactician or Honor mode, it really doesn't matter. So I'll probably just play on Explorer just because it doesn't matter. Both in and out of combat. Tactician mode, just in case you want to know what the difference is. Tactician mode, the foes you'll meet will be cunning, relentless, and come in greater numbers. They'll bombard you with nasty tricks and surprises that the Explorer and Classic modes don't feature, not for the faint of heart. And then Honor mode, failure is not an option. Up the stakes by adding but a single save game to the already highly challenging Tactician mode. If your entire party perishes, the save game will be erased and your quest will be well and truly over. That is insane. It's no wonder. It's like 0.11 of everyone that starts it finishes, apparently. Like, the actual completion on the achievement was like 0.11%. Like, it was tiny, obviously. So, we'll probably just play on Explorer because it doesn't matter. So, fear not. Fear not. So, yeah, for quite a while, I'll know exactly what's happening. Or, like, I'll have a really good idea. I mean... I'll have some idea where to go, sort of, and I'll know, you know, some basic things and, like, different items and places to go and things like that. It'll be a while. I imagine, especially in the early game, I imagine I'll be pretty familiar with everything, you know. As you can see, it already just keeps my name and the usual appearance I go with. So, first one we can do actually is Scarlet. That's actually fine. Appearance. You can get one that it's a little more representative. I mean, heck, even that one. Although I don't know if we're actually keeping all this stuff yet, so.
A whetstone. Quite.
Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
I like Wizard.
A whetstone. Quite careful now.
Yeah.
A whetstone. Quite useful for a war-weary blade.
Okay, I like Golden Touch. That's fine. It's like that. It's like ivory. It's so white. I love that. Anyway, then the head one. That's probably fine. Hair. That is the question. We could go with that. Go short. Yeah. Options are a tad limited. I do like that one, though. I like that kind of says warrior to me and less mage. Not to say it's like has to be, but that one's pretty. I like that one. There is some good ones. Alright, I'm kind of torn between that one. Yeah, I'm a little bit torn between this one. And I do like that one, but it would be more fitting if she would be a warrior. And then this one. I'm torn between that one and then this one. Or not that one. This one, sorry. Actually, I think we're gonna go with this one. Alright, which means we should see if we can find... Let's see here. Find one that'll work a little bit. It's not technically right, but you can't be too picky, because like a lot of this stuff obviously isn't going to work, you know what I mean? Your options are limited, so it's like you just pick one that's more or less representative. I mean, even that's as close as we can get it, I think, so that'll work. As far as the hair color goes... Oh, I do like the Autumn Wine. Spice-Dale was fine, but I do really like the darker red. Ooh, yeah, make it real red, baby. Alright, so we're going to go with real red. The question is now that I've committed, is there a different hair? A different portrait that'll match the hair a little bit better? Not really. Not really. Yeah. We could grab this one at least, just because at least the hair color's right. So maybe we'll grab that one. Sure. All right, beautiful. So that's what she'll look like. Cute. Now wizard. So I like having a spellcaster. It's like so stinking convenient. It's so convenient. I don't know if it has to be a wizard necessarily. Battle Mage, brute strength with powerful magic. I think I really would prefer going all in on the wizard. I think I usually do witch though, just because it sounds darker. I don't know. Either witch or wizard, either one would work. I guess the real question is, what is the stuff they give, you know? Like, let's see here. There we go. Spells and scrolls. Everyone's attitude towards you by 20, but gives you 1 extra point in intelligence. I'm not sure how I feel about that. This was kind of my question, is where is my... So obviously you could change this stuff too. I was just more curious. Okay, so she does, so it doesn't have Hydrosophanist. I don't even know how to pronounce it. As Geomancer, which is not necessarily as good. Okay. Okay. You know, obviously we could just change all that stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's all changeable. So maybe we will keep Wizard. Although I am tempted just to go Witch just for aesthetics. Just aesthetically, it would make sense for Scarlet to be a witch. So maybe let's go with that. And then let's see. So we have Pet Pal and Walk It Off. Enables you to talk to animals. That's actually convenient. Walk It Off reduces the duration of statuses that have a bodybuilding saving throw by 1 turn. Reduces the duration of statuses that have a bodybuilding saving throw by 1 turn. So if you have bodybuilding, it'll help you, like, make that be better? But I don't think does this character have that? No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm probably misunderstanding what it does, so I might have to change that. But my real question here was... Alright, so obviously we are way the heck down here. So we have Witchcraft. Oath of Desecration is a debuff, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that one's the damage buff. I think Malediction is the debuff for an enemy. Vampiric Touch is it's a heal, but just for me. And then there's Summon Spider. So I'm a little tempted to get rid of Geomancer, because summoning Spider is convenient, but having healing is more convenient. So I think we'll get rid of Geomancer in favor of the Hydrosophanist or whatever. So let's get rid of that in favor of that. Okay, then, because in my experience, having a heal is just one of the most important things. Because coming back if you die is a big pain in the butt. So it is not super duper easy. So Walk It Off reduces the duration of statuses that have a bodybuilding saving throw by 1 turn. I don't think that's good. I feel like there's probably better ones we could do. Let's see. Bully, Courageous, Immunity to Fear, Elemental Affinity, lowers the action point cost of spells by 1 when standing in the surface of the same element. Escapist allows you to flee from combat even when enemies are right next to you. That's a little convenient. That could be good if we get into a fight that we can't win, which does sometimes happen. Having Escapist would save our backsides. Far Out Man increases the range of spells and scrolls by 2 meters. That's actually that's tempting, because obviously we are a spellcaster. Doubles effects of food. Know-it-all decreases everyone's attitude towards you by 20, but gives you 1 extra point in intelligence. Leech, that's another good one. Heals you when you're standing in blood, which is good. Perception could be okay. Lone Wolf. A character with Lone Wolf can no longer have a companion, but receives a 70% bonus to base vitality, 2 bonus to turn action points and maximum action points, and an extra ability point on level up. Which is very interesting. Very interesting. So that is an achievement, finishing the game with the Lone Wolf perk. Precious. Every time you get hit, your gear has a 50% chance of not losing durability. Pack Mule is more carry weight. Politician gives you more to charisma, but you lose a point in intelligence. Accurate. And even then, sometimes, we won't get into it, but that's funny. Scientist gives you a bonus for blacksmithing and crafting. Walk It Off. What a Rush. Turn action points, maximum points by when your vitality is below 30%. That's specific. Zombie lets you heal from poison, but causes damage from regular healing. Interesting. Okay, well, I feel like it has to be Far Out Man, because that increases range of spells and scrolls, which is directly relevant to what our class is. So let's just make sure, yeah, that's all accurate. We have a bonus point to charisma. I'm okay with that. Willpower, that makes sense, being our class. We have Lore Master, that kind of tracks. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm okay with that. And I think our spread here is probably fine. Alright, lovely. So that is our stuff. So now, wait, no. Actually, you want to switch classes? Are you change burst? No. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I accidentally almost switched out of Witch, but, like, definitely not. I just got done finishing all that. Alright, so he's not going to be Roderick, that's for sure. So, we are going to make Gloric. So, me, I guess, but it's not going to be really me. It's going to be the character Gloric I mean, more so. I'm just taking the name. It's the same name. I guess it's sort of ish me, but it's not going to look like me or act like me, so don't get too excited. The thing is, technically, you can give an AI a personality, so they'll have their own opinions on things and what it all means. You have loyal, random, knight, rascal, maniac, judge, priest, free spirit, or obviously none. I usually go none because the thing is, if you and your partner have like differences, like if you have something you think you should do and then he has something he thinks you should do, if you have a disagreement, then if he sticks with his guns, then you're going to have to debate it out, and it's basically rock paper scissors. And if you lose, then you're locked into whatever it is. You know, whoever wins gets their way. So the problem with having an AI is that, you know, if you give them a personality, they're going to have their own opinions and stuff. If you give them no AI, then they're just going to go along with whatever it is you want. So, or maybe you control them both. I don't remember, but we're not going to give them a personality because I don't want them disagreeing with me. I only did it one time, and me and my other partner they wanted to do one thing, I wanted to do another, and I lost, and I got locked into their choice, and it made me so mad that was one of the times I stopped playing. So, you know.
Have I got anything that needs a good firing?
No.
What can I cook up?
No.
Look out, I see a trap nearby.
Yeah, warrior for sure. That's kind of a no-brainer. All right, head. I like that one. So head 4 is pretty good. He definitely needs facial hair of some kind if we can manage it. The question is just, you know, what kind? Okay, that is. I was like, is that a goatee? It is. I would be okay if we could get tattoos and facial hair. Let's go head 4 though. I really do like that one. Yeah, that's nice. All right, hair. Ooh, I like the mohawk. He's not gonna be a mage either, in case you're wondering. Wow, they give the guys all these options, and they give the girls like 4 options. So like, suck it up, idiot. And they give the guys all of these options. WTF, dude. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to go the mohawk there for sure. I think black's probably fine. Definitely not. I mean, if it's underwear, I guess that's fine. Okay, there we go. That'll be Gloric. Nice. Alright, really quick though, appearance. It just occurred to me that the head, if you go far enough, yeah, there we go, you can get... There we go. See, something like that, you could go with something creepier, which if she's a witch, it would make sense. Like that one would be good. Yeah, the crackle in the audio here, that's annoying. I don't think it picks, it's on your guys' end, I think it's just on my end, but it is annoying. Anyway, okay, so that's all done now. Next thing, mage. He's not going to be a mage. I'm thinking, where is it? I think knight is the one. Yeah, so specialized in war tactics, knights are trained not only to fight, but to rally troops. So I'm thinking knight could be a good one, because knights can do a lot of damage. And with Scarlet being a witch and Gloric being, you know, the front liner, that could be really, really good. So knight is one of my most tempting options. Otherwise, we could just give him something that's more of like a wall, you know what I mean? Like a fighter could be maybe more defensive technically, but I don't know. I really do feel like knight is kind of has to be the bit, you know. Okay, so I think their attribute probably their expenditures are fine there. Two-handed focus, which could be good. Could be good. Bodybuilding and armor specialist. That makes sense. He's the front liner. It makes sense. Leadership. What does leadership do? Will give boost to the party members and friends that can see you, and boost initiative and damage. Okay, that's fine. Okay, nasty deeds. Okay, I think I'm actually probably okay with that. I think two-handed's probably fine. We could go like single-handed and then like make it like a shield and sword focus, you know? Does not apply when dual wielding. And then dual wielding reduces damage penalty and total action points when wielding two weapons. We could go like dual wielding, give him two singular weapons, like one in each hand. That could be fun. Also, we could give him a shield, like a shield focus as well. Dual wielding is a little tempting. When sets base critical strike multiplier to 220. Dual wielding reduces damage penalty. Sets dual wielding damage penalty to negative 20% and reduces cost of attacking by 1 AP. I don't know if it matters all that much. I think it's probably just more of a aesthetically. I don't know. That could be fun. Yeah, maybe let's go dual wielding. So maybe we'll give him like dual swords or dual axes or something. That could be fun. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I just think it sounds neat. All right. Now, so he has Opportunist, perform attacks of opportunity. That's actually good. What a Rush increases your turn action points and maximum points by 2 when your vitality is below 30%. Is that really the best option? Let's see. Bully boosts non-magical attacks by 50% against opponents that are slowed, crippled, or knocked down. That's not bad. We don't want to get courageous because you can't flee from combat. That would not be good. Let's see. Leech is more tempting to me because that heals you when you're standing in blood, and he's going to be in blood a lot because he's going to be on the front line. So, getting Leech sounds really good to me. And I think I would probably take it. I think I would probably take it over the option they gave. Morning Person's a little tempting because then if you do get resurrected, you revive at full health. But I'm hoping we just won't die. In a perfect world, we just won't die, so we won't need that. Every time you hit or get hit, your gear has a 50% chance of not losing durability. That could be convenient. Pack Mule could be good, but to be fair, we all know Scarlet's going to be carrying a lot of stuff. She has Pet Ba, so he certainly doesn't need that. Slingshot is more distance for grenades. I think he will be the grenade person because she doesn't have any bonuses to that, and grenades counts as men-at-arms, so apparently. So that could be good because we probably are gonna give him all the grenades. Thick Skin gives you extra armor equal to your men-at-arms ability by 5. See, now that sounds really good. Thick Skin sounds tempting. Now, Walk It Off, I think on him might be good, right? Walk It Off reduces the duration of statuses that have a bodybuilding saving throw by 1 turn. Yeah, see, because he does have bodybuilding, so wouldn't it make sense for him to have something that reduces, the cost of things? That sounds good. But I'm thinking kind of Leech. I feel like Leech is one of the most tempting options, and then the other one that was really tempting is Thick Skin. If the crackling of the audio on my end could just kindly piss off, that would be just the greatest. Thick Skin is really tempting, but I'm thinking Leech is the most tempting thing. So we're going to get rid of What a Rush. Wow, it's like the audio can't even stand itself anymore. It's working less and less just to piss me off. But yeah, I think we're going to give him Leech because Leech, he's going to be standing in blood a lot. He's the main guy. Maybe it's my headphones that are dying. Maybe that's the thing. These headphones are old. This headset is old as the hills, so maybe that's the problem because it's just the crackling in the audio is so annoying. Oh, anyway, that was one of the things. Okay, so I'm much happier with that, but my one question, this was my other question. So Battering Ram is a good one. Cure Wounds is a heal, that's fine. Encourage allies around you. Boost the target's strength, dexterity, intelligence, and constitution by 1. That's not bad. If there's anything better, I might jump on it. I don't know if he has any other options. No, not really. Okay. So he does not. So the only question is, do I want to grab that or Crushing Fist? I feel like Crushing Fist is more tempting, because Crushing Fist is a knockdown, and it is convenient. Divine Light sets Warm status, decreases target's willpower and bodybuilding within the spell's area of effect. Decreases bodybuilding and willpower by 2. Lower bodybuilding and willpower scores means more chance to set statuses on targets. Their saving throws are slim. I feel like Crushing Fist is more useful than Encourage, so we're going to go ahead and switch that to that instead. Beautiful. Okay. That's the team, baby. Looking good. All right. We can make his portrait a little more accurate. I forgot to change that. Do we have anything that's even Mohawk, even a little bit? How about facial hair? Do we have anyone with any kind of facial hair? Oh, technically that, I guess that's kind of close. Ish, sorta, kinda, not really. I mean, obviously none of them are great, right? So you just take the one that's sorta ish close enough, you know? So, yeah, sure. Okay. Beautiful. I think we're ready. All right. The dream team is assembled.
Old, the sorcerers of Rivelon cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Rivelon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
All right. The more you know.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them calls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off in the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
Thanks, bro. Divinity Original Sin. Enhanced Edition. Now enhanced. Enhanced with what? I don't know. But boy, does it feel enhanced. Alright. Fantastic. So yeah, that's the backstory. Well, you know, that's the premise. Backstory is not at all the right word. That's the premise. Now you know. So obviously there's a lot of ways to play this game with different classes and builds and things like that. But this is a very casual playthrough, obviously. Alright. And just like that, we're in. Oh, I know one thing we can do really quick. Flee. Alright, get rid of that. I'm never gonna do that. Also, get the scrolls off of my menu, please. I guess we can skill. Okay, that's better. Okay. Better. Now, We're gonna get the Molotov off, that off. He's never gonna use that. Get rid of this. Skill. Okay. Okay, that's better. I just gotta, you know, had to clean up the bars, you know. All right, moving on. Oh, it's just a skull. Money.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
So true. So true. Hey, a dead guy.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What, did you expect it to have an entourage?
Funny man. A mysterious murder. Alright, well, we'll read all that in a second. Inventory. Rejoice, for the statues have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly. So before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt a mere hop from the cliffs down at the beach. This should be a small feat for the man that can fly. If this experiment is successful, the sun shall be my next target. Well, that's something. That's something.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things.
Pure madness. How could someone be so utterly naive?
See, this is actually a great example. If I gave Gloric or Scarlet a personality or whatever, or I guess it'd be Gloric because technically the first one is your character, right? So if I had given Gloric a personality, he would have made his own opinion, and we would just talk about it like you're playing with another player. But if it was like a decision or something, then we would be, you know, locked in to, you know, whatever our personality is. You know what I mean? Let's see.
Agreed. Call me skeptical, but a little proof goes a long way for the rational mind.
Yeah, see, and because obviously I didn't give him a personality, I have control over both of them, which is great, of course, because that means they're not going to disagree. Or, you know, I mean, really, they technically could disagree, and we could give each of them a personality or whatever, and I'm kind of low-key doing that anyway. Like, I picture Scarlet is going to be the more bloodthirsty of the two. I mean, look at her. She's a witch, and she has the dark makeup or whatever. I picture Gloric being, you know, a warrior, but he's not. He's just after battle. He just wants to fight. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. And I feel like he has Scarlet's back. You know, but they are the dream team, loyal to the end to each other. But otherwise, maybe not much else. You know. You know what I mean? So that's more or less, like, you know, it's very, very basic, right? It's very, very basic. It's not like a super deep RP or anything. This is just, it all connects, in case you're wondering. It's all connected. The map, I mean. So, you know, we're not missing much yet. There's not a lot to see.
Source hunters, how did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
Rude.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
How rude.
Arise, fair dead. Seize upon our enemies.
Right. Well, I don't think we have to get too crazy.
Try to resist this, worm.
We'll go battering ram.
Valiant dash!
You feel that, idiots? Yay.
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed. For all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go. So this is like the tutorial, quote-unquote, dungeon. It's like the introductory dungeon, you know? Not designed
This
to
seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
It sure does. Anyway, not designed to be too hard or whatever. I don't think I have any lockpicks. Can I just read it and leave it there? That's my question. Ah, yes. Because I don't want to carry it. I have a bad habit of carrying too much stuff. I think it's empty, but it's a little hard to see, of course, because of all the stuff popping up.
Has anyone ever told you you're as pretty as a starstone? I may not be able to see past your ankles, but I'm sure of it.
Thank you, little rat. That's a nice thing to say. Don't worry, we'll get into that chest. Oh, you know, I don't feel like... I mean, we might find lockpicks along the way, but... Alternatively... Wait for it. I mean, I could get a little closer, I guess, and... Oh, yeah. Fine, very well. Yay! Oil flask, old cloth cap. Nice. Oops, sorry. Character. So, there we go. See, so when you know back there when we were talking about the guy that jumped off the cliffs, you get different traits and stuff for obviously different opinions and things like that. And yeah, you get different traits. Well, this is where that stuff appears. You know, obviously now we're more pragmatic over romantic. We're independent over obedient. You know, things like that. So that's what that's all about. Now, actually, as far as what's going on with this. So, starting at Source Hunter's journey, we're ready for our first assignment. It seems the murder of Councillor Jake is a clear-cut case of sorcery, and we're ready to nab the perpetrator. We landed on the beach east of our destination, so we should head westward towards the city of Syceal. We were waylaid by a group of tomb raiders escaping with a stone of some kind. Their leader used necromancy, a further indication that Source is in play in Syceal. We could investigate the tomb or keep heading towards the city. In talking statues, we learned from a diary of a dead man that he jumped off a cliff believing that some whimsical statues had granted him the ability to fly. And the mysterious murder. Our orders are clear. We've been sent to the city of Syceal to investigate the murder of Councillor Jake. The wizard Arhu will meet us in the city to elaborate on this sorry matter. So that's them be the quests. So now you know. Really, this is a good way of looking around. Is, you know, using the press and hold A when you're searching for stuff. You know, it can be easier than trying to select stuff individually. Alright, we need to move this. That'll work. Oh, really quick though, hang on a minute. Yeah, there's crafting. We learned some more recipes, but it doesn't matter. Alright, equipment. So, we got a cloth helmet, but the thing is, it's gonna cover up my, my pretty hair. And I'm vain enough that that's just no bueno, dude. And like this, you could wear Zandalor's trunks, but like, why? Like, they don't give you anything. So it's like, it's pointless to wear them, because they don't give you anything. Anyway, now, glory. Is this a... Although the axe is actually two-handed, so it really doesn't matter for now. As soon as we can, we'll, as soon as we find some individual weapons, we'll give them to Gloric.
Careful, there's a mine in the middle of our path.
I noticed that.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
Ah, yes, sad face. Also sad face. Just food. We're flirting with danger by jumping around this, this mine. I guess we could blow it up, just to make sure we didn't trigger it accidentally. Yeah, there you go, like that. Just to be safe. Broken base, nothing incredible. Yay. I mean, I guess we could, you know, now we know. I mean, it was apple juice and carrots, so it's...
I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
It certainly could be. Anyway. Oh, look at that. I found the chest key. Bracers, that's actually good. A water balloon, that's actually good too. It doesn't sound useful, but trust me, it will be. Nothing in there. Nothing over there. Alright. We're just combing the walls here. It's just a mushroom. The actual tomb itself has a old paper. Oh, look at that. It actually, now we know what it does. Alright. Sorry, I accidentally sneaked briefly. Ignore that. Oh, we should look at what that parchment was. Gravekeeper Rage Quinn. Tend the graves in the antechamber before moving into the inner rooms. To proceed, stand very close to the impressed door. Press the button that appears on its right-hand side. The more you know. Bracers. Oh, they are the same. And the same. So they are good for nothing. Anything good over here? Not really. Smoke grenade. I guess that could be alright. Ooh, lockpicks. You can do it, I believe. Heyo. Crap bracers. Got it. Oh, we can send this to him. Oil flask, send that to him as well. There we go. What is this? Can't you, like, craft something with these, I think? Something like that. That one's just empty. Alright. I think we should give that to Gloric as well. Okay. Alright, let's roll. We came, we saw, we conquered.
What's this? I found something.
I sure did. I sure did.
Let's see. Key, lockpick, or hammer?
Oh, don't you worry. I have an idea.
Try to resist this, worm.
Take that, door.
We made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
Yeah, don't just go willy-nilly smacking your weapons on doors and chests and stuff. It's bad for the durability, as you might imagine. Okay. What is this? Oh, water barrel. Yeah, it's too heavy, although I could have him try and move it. Yeah. Too heavy for him, too. There we go. Put some of them fires out, know what I mean? Rain scroll. Okay. Obviously, that would be good. It's just a matter of, you know. But we don't need it, though, because obviously there's lots of water barrels lying around. Don't want to waste it.
Stage of combat!
There we go. That's a regular barrel. Base. There we go. Alright, any other... Almost there, baby. It'll save us a scroll by not having to use it, you know? Alright. Lovely. Tomato. Poison flask. Lockpicks. We could send the poison flask to Gloric. Okay. Alright, what's up top here?
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Oh, really? Go for it. Blackjack. And a key, which is probably the key to that chest that I just opened. So, you know, that's neat. Which, you know, maybe not. Maybe it has another use, but I just have a sinking suspicion. Guess we can start up top first, I guess. Oh, well. Ah. That's the bit, I see.
Breath of the dragon.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of poison. It's flammable. In case you're wondering. Hey, look at that. We got the key to the door. Neato. And we didn't light ourselves on fire accidentally. Also pretty neato. Oh, there was, I think, this little section over here. Smoke grenade. Send that to Clark. There's a bench. Fishing rod. Really quick, though. Hey. Hey, there we go. One-handed. We're getting there. Alright, well, at least he's using a one-handed weapon. He needs another one-handed weapon, but at least he's using one now. One more weapon, and then he'll actually be dual-wielding. Okay. Well, well.
I've spotted something.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
That.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
Alright, let's get it at least one step closer, and then we'll... Yay! Just like that. Flare scroll. Bottle of beer. Bottle of water. Oh, a robe, but that actually might be all right. Ooh, it is. It's actually much better. Well, that's kind of cool, huh? Just making sure we didn't have anything else. Alright. Well, I got a better robe. That's nice.
Shh! I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner.
It's not a bad idea, my guy. Sorry, wrong button. Also wrong button. Nailed it. Hang on. Are you... There, I was going to say. Come on. Don't worry. They won't believe rocks in the middle of a dungeon for no reason.
What's that? I think there are hidden foes ahead.
Those cultists have been poking about for days.
Alright. So, question is... magical heat that does fire damage.
You are but hinting for my triumphant place.
Hey, you like that? It didn't quite make the explosion I was hoping for.
No glory in this death.
Yeah, you feel that, huh? I don't really want to step on that, as you might imagine.
No glory in this death.
Look at that, we got him. Alright, look, and then there was a fireball scroll down here as well. We used the flare, and it did ignite the oil, which is good, but... Oh, there we go. Cloth cap. We'll grab it, but mostly just to sell, because I don't really want to put a hat over my beautiful hair, and Gloric has a cool mohawk, and I don't really want to cover that up. What is all this stuff? Skull? Not that surprising. Same bone pile. Okay. Okay. Hark, it might surprise you to learn that I can figure out a couple of buttons. Yes, I know, thank you. It is quite amazing. Alright. Now the door is open. Which is lovely. I don't think... Yeah, I was about to say. That was looking awfully broken to me. There is something on the table, though. Intelligence potion. And other things for crafting arrows, I imagine. Send that to Gloric right out the gate. Let's see. Intelligence potion. The arrows we're just holding on to. I know a character we'll be giving those to later, but at least at the moment, we don't have anyone that knows anything to do with bows, so. Oh, right. Split. Alright. Yeah, so you, obviously you can split characters. You can split characters so that way they don't follow each other, obviously. Something's awake.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it?
Who are you?
In life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy.
Bloodstone, I know not what you mean.
I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha!
I met a trio of strange cult-like figures before the entrance of this tomb. They seem to have a precious stone in their possession.
Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The Bloodstone, deliver it now and I may deign to end you quickly.
I'll take my leave.
Run if you like, Defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
Not unexpected. Alright, let's see. Options. I could boost up Gloric, but
Magical blows.
I think I'd rather kill one of the enemies, you know what I mean? I mean, actually, apparently I could do both. Nice whiff, idiot.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
Ah, yes, of course.
No glory in this death.
Vampiric touch.
Your grave opens to welcome you.
Yay. That, and those, and those, and those. And what do you have? A little bit gold? I don't think this guy had anything. No.
Here lies Master Ragequin's second apprentice, killed by dying.
Yeah, that does tend to get a lot of us.
Here lies Master Ragequin's first apprentice, killed by a falling corpse.
I wonder if they're related. You know, the second guy died by dying, and the first guy got killed by a falling corpse. So maybe it's somehow it's related. All right, and just like that, we've gone through our first little our little dungeon area, huh? All right, and this is connected. Supposedly. We discovered a waypoint. That's neat. So yeah, waypoint. We can teleport to that later. All right, shovel though. That we need. Just gonna check for anything juicy. A wooden stake. Sure, I'll pick that up. Technically, it's a weapon. Technically. There's a wooden stake and a blackjack. Oh boy. Well, you know. At least it's something, huh? Alright. Just a shell. Nothing incredible. Okay. Now, I don't quite remember which order. There's something I'm looking for, and I don't know if we were supposed to encounter it yet or not. Oh, there we go. That's why it looks so weird. Okay, I was used to the camera being this way. Okay, we're good. This is what I was looking for.
Look! Look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer.
Who are you, Sir Shell?
Call me Ishmashel, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native, tender water.
It seems strange that you can talk.
Of course I can talk. Don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur.
You don't seem to remember the past very fondly.
Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic hobby.
I am right here.
Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children.
Wow, that's a lot to take in.
All this I have seen, alive, alone, alas.
You say that you are doomed?
My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for.
So it's the sea's embrace you long for?
Yes, yes. I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water. Swing me as far as your arm's strength gives release. And treasure long sunk I will grant thee.
I should decide what to do with you.
What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost treasure?
Absolutely, because I know what happens if you do.
Kindness is its own reward, and then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound witch. The sea,
Yay.
the sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Heyo! Mermaid's Kiss, what gives you 11 water resistance and 9 HP. Yay! So yeah, that's why you do that right there. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's more HP, which I feel like is more important on our tank over here. So we'll give him more HP. Although now he's slightly injured because of his higher health pool.
I feel better already.
Fantastic. Alright, so we already grabbed the shovel, which is good. We discovered the waypoint, and now we can move on to greener pastures. But before we get too farther, I just wanted to see what was over here. Slow down arrow. And wood chips, but I'm not gonna pick up everything just because it's an item. A lot of stuff I don't know what it's good for, or I feel like it must have something to do with crafting or something. Which of course doesn't help me a whole lot because I don't have any characters with like crafting experience.
Let's have another drink while we still can.
You can tell how many times I've done this, dude. I have like me and my sister's save, which I'm obviously deleting, and then my old one, which I'm deleting. Alright, anyway. Alright, just gonna give it a good label so I know exactly. So I know exactly what it is. There we go. Wait for it. Heyo. Alright, I'm gonna go grab my rock star. Be right back. Alright. Back again, but this time with a rock star. I'm very ready. Okay. Let's go.
They sell for ale. Hold it right there, orc scum. No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
We are here on Source Hunter business. Here are your orders. Our orders.
So, you're source hunters, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, He'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
I don't need an escort, especially not a drunken one. Back off or face me.
I don't need
sorry.
an escort, especially not a drunken one. Back off or face me.
Sorry, it was a spoken line, my bad.
And face me too. You two are a disgrace to your uniforms.
You defy the Legion, will you? The punishment for that offense is death.
Okay, obviously, technically needless, but I just don't like them. I just don't like them, and that's good enough for me. Upside, this music is popping though. Oh, sorry, it was still waiting on me.
Get out of my way.
He's like, run! Whiff. They insulted our honor, and we can't stand for it. No. Don't worry about it, Gloric. We got lots of heals, baby.
Behold the power of mages!
There we go. They insulted our honor.
Well, there we have it. 2 dead legionnaires.
They deserved it, the cretins.
Right you are. I'll not shed tears for the likes of them.
Heartless, yay. Yeah, step in the blood, Gloric. He's actually, he might already be healed. Yeah, he looks pretty healed. Alright, anyway, character. So fun fact, I am now heartless. I don't think it makes a difference, it's just cool. Anyway, alright, so, obviously intelligence is obviously really good. Constitution is wise, even on a spellcaster. Many many like RPGs disagree with me, but I firmly stand by it. Even my spellcasters need health of some kind. Speed is good, it's the number of moves in battle, so that's tempting. And perception, critical chance, initiative, start action points in so that's your starting points in combat. Detect traps, accuracy when shooting over long distances. All of those sound pretty good, especially I was thinking though is speed, because that is how many action points you gain per turn. And perception will increase how many you start with per turn. I'm back and forth, but maybe we should go intelligence, maybe? Let's go speed. I'm just gonna go speed. I don't think it matters that bad. Let's see. So technically I could give her two-handed because that does count for staffs, but I don't know if that matters for spellcasters because I assuming that means that, you know, I'm not gonna be bonking them with my staff. You know what I mean? Let's see. So it's always tempting to grab at least one level of any of the magic trees because they're all good in their own way. We already have the charisma, and what does charisma do? It just feels like something I always go for. Determines the first impression you make on other people and your talent for charming, intimidating, and reasoning. Oh, yeah, no, I see that. That makes sense. Lore Master is another good one. And I technically have crafting, but it's only because I have the pragmatic trait, apparently. And there's also pickpocketing, sneaking, and lockpicking, so none of those which are up my alley. So yeah, I do think I should grab one of these. It's just a question of which one I want. I don't think it matters. Let's just grab Geomancer, just to increase the amount of spell trees my character can know. Beautiful, and I don't have any talent points. Lovely. Okay, Gloric, your level up. So, for him, obviously, strength, constitution, makes sense, dexterity, so it determines your offense rating with dexterity-based weapons, improves marksman, scoundrel skills, influences your defense rating. So it's not so much his thing, but it does influence your defense rating, but it doesn't mean it's, you know, worthless. So obviously speed, number of moves in battle, that's tempting, but because on how many it's how many you gain per turn, and I was just thinking that Gloric doesn't have a lot of movement points, and the more he could get, the better. So maybe let's go speed for Gloric. I feel like he needs it. So as far as abilities go, let's see. We could go another willpower boost. Chance to receive a status. We have one boost from independent currently. So that could be okay. We have crafting, but it's just from a personality thing. He has leadership currently. So weapons, he already has 1 point in dual wielding, which I'm okay with. I feel like maybe that's a good idea. So it improves your saving throws against feared, mute, charmed, stunned, cursed, slowed, petrified, decaying touch, mark of death, remorse, and shackles of pain. So it saves you from a lot, obviously. I'm tempted to grab it. I think let's go ahead and grab a willpower, because that way, even if we don't get independent later on, at least now we'll have a willpower save, you know. Beautiful. And obviously, anything we can do to increase Gloric's tankiness, the better. Obviously, he's our front liner, as it were, and so it makes total sense. So yeah, it makes total sense for Gloric to have anything that'll increase his saving throws or you know, armor, you know, how much health he has, you know, whatever, tankiness, anything we can get him to make him tougher is a good move on our part. Because even if he's not dealing the damage, really that's more Scarlet's job than anything else. Like, his damage output is obviously a good idea, but Scarlet's going to be the one that I feel like is really going to be dishing out damage, being the spellcaster. And obviously I'm going to give her heals, because that's a really important job for her as well. But, you know, one of the most important things is, I mean, you know, she'll be dishing out lots of damage and maybe doing summons or something or whatever she does. And Gloric is mostly his job is just to help defend, you know, keep her alive, things like that. We'll go and grab that staff. We'll check it against what she has. Anyway, let's see. 1733, 816. It is better. It is a +1 attack because it's actually above my level, so it takes more action points to use, basically. Doesn't mean it wouldn't be worth it. But it also, you know, but it is a better staff, though, just in general, by a lot. Yeah, maybe we'll go ahead and use the old elvish staff. That's neat. Okay. Don't worry about that. We're gonna go down there. We're coming, people! We totally didn't kill the Legionnaires up front for no reason, because they insulted me and I didn't like them. Definitely didn't do that. Alright. The battle begins. Okay. Phew. Just want to get a little closer. Battering ram.
Charge of the champion!
Now, mostly that was just to get him over to that side of the battlefield more efficiently. Okay, let's see. You feel that, nerd? I could power up Gloric, but I just don't feel like it matters. Heyo, there is but one filthy coward left. Alright, head over a little closer. Just close enough. Yay!
Did you see that? Those orcs had a human commander.
Who was that joker leading those
Very
orcs?
curious.
Damn traitor.
And how
Where
very
are Vivius
disquiet.
and Junius? Didn't they hear the fight?
Yeah, where are they? I really hope you guys can't hear the crackle in the audio. I think that's just on my end, but boy is it annoying. I think it's I assume it's my headphones, and really there's a way to test this. I could put in another set of headphones and then see if it crackles, you know? If I put in a different set of headphones and, you know, playing the same thing and then it, you know, we could very easily, with a very simple research, figure out if it's just my headphones or if it's anything else, you know? So before too much longer, I mean, I won't do it on camera. I won't make you guys figure that out with me, but sometime soon here, I'm going to switch headphones and see if it goes away. And if it does, then we'll know it's my headphones, which it wouldn't surprise me. That's what I believe it is, just because they're this headset that I'm using is really old. All right. I don't think there's anything life-changing here. Alright. We obviously will sell stuff once we get into town here. I keep unplugging my headphones to try and get that crackling to go away. And sometimes it helps. Alright. I got lots of things to sell. I got lots of stuff to sell. Wait for it. Alright.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel.
Get it? Because he's a cat?
Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold!
Sorry, it was habit. I think she was saying something along the lines of I was summoned by a cat? Basically something like that.
There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter.
Ah, that makes sense.
Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag,
get it?
Let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder.
Please tell me more about the murder.
It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
Possibly so. Alright, hang on. You know, I was trying not to do it, but the crackling is unbearable. Like, I can't even hear most of his sentences. Weird. Okay. So, wearing different headphones now, and, no, the crackling did not go away. So maybe it's not my headphones. So, what? Is it, like, the wireless part of my controller? Which is, so, you know, if it's my I don't know, is it the wireless part of my controller? Is it the wireless part of my Xbox? Because the audio, like, crackles, and it's really, really annoying. And, yeah, so that makes a person wonder, like, because the controller is like brand new. Like, I only bought it like a couple months ago, maybe, or whatever. Like, you know, last month, maybe. I don't know. Like, the controller's like really new. But before that, I was using. I mean, it technically was a wireless controller, but it had a plug-and-play like cable attached to it, and that's what I used. And so it was always plugged in, so it was pretty much like a wired controller. So it's like, I wouldn't have known otherwise. So, that's interesting. So it's not my headphones. It's maybe like the actual wireless function on my controller. So that's neat. I will do some research on seeing if I can figure out how to get rid of that. And if their solution is, you know, plug in your controller, lols, I'll be like, wow. This is why you just use wired controllers. Like, and won't that be annoying? Because I just bought this stupid thing, and mostly because I wanted to have it be wireless, because I'm tired of all the cables. But like, you know, cables don't have that problem. Anyway, Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. Okay, where can I find the scene of the crime?
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
Counselor has been murdered, so I assume there are some suspects.
So there are. Or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
Something else I'd like to discuss. It may interest you to know that the orcs we took care of were led by a human.
A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays.
So true. For some, by the way, the crackle went away all on its own. I'm doing nothing different. It just decided, you know what? He's right. This is dumb, and it just stopped. And now suddenly it's crystal clear. I don't know. I'll do some research and figure out why it's, but because like, man, that just like really sucks you out of the experience, you know?
I don't quite know what to make of this news. But thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead?
Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years, the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane.
From what I've seen and heard, this isn't the first time you've had problems with marauding orcs.
Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating.
Get it? 'Cause he's a cat?
We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools.
Do tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours.
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of 2 worlds.
I'll take my leave.
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Dog, get it? Because he's a cat.
Sorcery, sex,
Anyway.
undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
Not a bad idea, Gloric. Anyway. Alright. First things first. Looting. Alright. Let's see, we have options, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and start over here. Let's see if we can save this burning ship. Now, you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, that's why he wanted the water balloon. That's why I wanted the water balloon. See? +1 reputation and a whole bunch of experience, baby. Yay! Saved the ship. High fives. Alright. Yes, obviously the very first time I did not manage to save that ship, obviously. Alright. Just gonna double check for a bottle of wine. Smoke grenade. Oh, I should have sent that to our boy right away. Arrow. There we go. Do this. Okay. Alright. Hey, man.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicil?
Tell me about yourself. Sorry, I was drinking.
Name's Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rare imports and magical items.
What do you think of that attack on the harbor?
Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I sought was something worth dying over.
Alright.
Shores? Here? In Sicil? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
How about that burning ship?
A ship's got a soul too, you know. You did a mighty fine thing saving that barge. For those of us raised in crews instead of families, it's kin to saving a fellow man.
That was quite the attack on the harbor.
Madness. Thought we were done with those swampy uglies a fortnight ago. Note, though, that none of them dared to come close to the tide splitter.
Yes, notice that, the filthy cowards.
Sauce? Here in Sicil? Dah.
Yeah, same thing.
Sauce? Here?
Yeah, same thing. Source in Sicil. Can you even imagine?
A home, a livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do nothing but look on.
What happened here?
These damn orcs. They can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves.
About finding work.
With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though.
Tell me about yourselves.
Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than boo.
How about that burning ship?
That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd have been around when our own barge went down in flames.
Yes, it was magic for sure. Definitely not just a water balloon. Definitely not just a water balloon. Alright. Oh, yes.
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivelon can't cross a road.
Boy, how self-aware. Anyway. Alright, the log. Okay, so, shipless sailors. 3 out-of-work sailors, Lewis, Max, and Philip, mourn the loss of their ship and asked us to help them find employment. Then with this, okay, let's go ahead and back up where we were last time. Okay, we met with an angry undead in the catacomb from which the Tomb Raiders emerged. He told us they stole a bloodstone, an ominous name to be sure. We wandered straight into an orc assault on the beaches of Sicile, but they were no match for us in combat. They were led by a human, and it can hardly be a coincidence that he was dressed like the Tomb Raiders we met earlier. What on earth is going on here? We met with Arhu, wizard capable of turning himself into a cat, or is it vice versa? He told us to meet with Captain Aureus, the ranking officer in Sicile in the Legion headquarters. And then into the dark, Arhu told us that there are more orcs to be found on the western beach near the entrance of an ill-omened cave. It may be worth our while to investigate what it is these beasts are up to, I imagine is what that's supposed to say. Okay, let me go and go down here. Back up. Okay. The wizard Arhu welcomed us to Sicile. Clearly there are many strange things going on in this town, but the murder of Councillor Jake should remain our top priority. Arhu saw the room in which Councillor Jake was murdered, and he is certain he saw traces of sorcery in there. We should have a look for ourselves. Arhu told us to talk to Aureus, the captain of the Legion, in the Legion headquarters up in Sicile proper. We'll need his authorization if we want to see the scene of the murder, which is located in the King Crab Inn. Arhu informed us the main suspect in Councillor Jake's murder is his wife Esmeralda, but he has his doubts about that. Could she really be a sorceress? That will be for us to judge. Perhaps we should talk to her ourselves in her shop near the town square. And then fire, fire, fire. A ship in the harbor has been set on fire by the orcs. We saved the ship by casting a rain spell extinguishing the flames. Technically, it was a water balloon, but yes, we did save it. Okay. Seems we have arrived just in time. The beaches of Sicile are under attack. We defeated the platoon of orcs attacking Sicile's beach and harbor. Curiously, it looked like there was a black-clad human giving the orders. And then guards on the bridge. We met 2 tipsy legionnaires guarding the bridge. They suspected we were spies and wanted to arrest us. We resisted their drunken bravado and had to face them in combat. The result, 2 dead legionnaires. We threw Ishmael back into the sea. He was grateful and raised a treasure chest from the seabed. So if you hit, so this just shows everything we've done. If you hit Y, you can get rid of the stuff that's actually completed. And so we did more. Obviously, we only have these ones open. Those 4 are already closed. So obvious thing. It's not as big as it appears. Alright, bug of water, we can leave that. I'm just looking for anything really good, like gold or, oh there we go, poison flask, send that to Gloric. We can just read that and then leave it there. And then repair hammer. I mean, sure, I guess. Apparently it can repair equipment on the move, which is interesting. Anyway, alright, next thing. Waypoint discovered. That's not what we're here for, but...
Making conversation, mate.
Mate.
We're going this way.
Place reeks of orc stench.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
I'll handle this threat for all our sheiks.
She wouldn't
Oh, hey, did you guys know Sean Connery's here?
A horn on her head.
He's not really Sean Connery, but he sounds just like it. Doesn't he sound like Sean Connery? Just wait till he speaks.
Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets.
See, doesn't that sound a whole lot like Sean Connery?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
What's this about a charmed orc?
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
We named the dog Indiana. A love potion? Tell me more.
Ah, I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal.
If you guys are really reading between the lines yet, clearly this guy is like, you know, a love potion shattered across the orc, right? She was gonna rip the dude's throat out. There was no love thing there, you know, and obviously that. You know, he's like, when I read an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of blah 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 about an amazing opportunity. Really, dude? Sounds a whole lot like clickbait, don't you think? You know, it's like an ad. You know, he's like, it's like a spam text that he actually responded to, but obviously not a text because this is fantasy.
I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
It's called spam, dude. It's a lie.
You see what a fool my friend has been. Spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
Yeah, see? Sean Connery gets it.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
Oh my lord. Let me tell you what I think.
You see? He'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
Okay, so your options are A, she's got to be put down. If this love potion is as dodgy as it sounds, she should come to her vicious senses at any time. She could. Or let her live. If that potion was truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information. So obviously, you know what I think.
She's got to be put down. If this love potion is as dodgy as it sounds, she could come to her vicious senses at any time.
Agreed. I've never met an orc I trusted, charmed or not.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with common sense around here. I'll do the honors myself.
No! She's harmless! Please!
Dead.
Bringing your little orc.
You bastard! You had no right!
No right to protect not only...
Nonsense. Listen. She's purring, the darling.
What fool?
Not anymore, she's not.
It's you we need protection from, murderer. Fortunately, the Wizards of Youthful Gore make a...
Wow, that was like...
Go ahead and throw your sugar water on me if you like. Your foolishness is no longer my problem. Thank you, stranger. If you ever need help, I'll do my best to repay you.
Yay, so it was like playing two conversations at once right there, so it was a little bit buggy, but you know. So fun fact, spoiler alert. Because I've always done it that way, but one time I was like, you know what, like what if, you know, and I wondered, like what if you just, you know, what if the orc is actually nice, and maybe what if it is true? I didn't believe it, but I was wondering what would happen. So if you do side with the guy that is infatuated with the orc, if you say, you know, yeah, absolutely, let him live, then the orc, and I don't remember if it happens immediately or if it takes some time, but at least eventually the orc kills, I'm pretty sure both of the two guards. I think it kills the one that's quote unquote in love with her, and then I think it also kills the other guy that didn't believe. I think that's what happens. So yeah, if I don't remember if it's immediately or if you come back and you find their mangled corpses, but it's something along those lines, and that's what happens. So if you're wondering, that's what happens. I'm pretty sure it was both of them, and you know, I don't remember if it was immediately or otherwise. Anyway. We're just grabbing, we're just checking. I'm not grabbing obviously all the food because like there's a lot of food and whatnot. And there's a lot of like this blank stuff like wooden log, empty canister, empty bottle. I imagine that's probably used in crafting. I've never really put too much time into any of the crafting stuff, so I don't usually worry about it. I mean, I don't often put stuff into crafting, but I almost always grab everything. So this time around on purpose, because I know I'm not really interested in crafting, and because I know that, I'm trying not to grab all the random crap that I usually end up burdening myself down with. So that's kind of the hope this time around. Anyway. Alright.
I should have done this from the very start.
Hey, look, that's where Sean Connery is. He's one of those gate guards. Now we know. Alright. So a few things. There's a few things up here we can do. Hark, there's a chest down there. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, there's a trap door right there. That's how you get there. Right. It's not gonna be something quick, by the way. We'll get there when we get there, but it's not gonna be right around the corner. Alright. Okay. I guess our first stop can be the market to do a quick little dialogue thing. I guess that'll be a first stop.
Say, no one's around.
Here it is.
You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
That's funny you should mention Cat Wizard.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear.
Are you in the habit of stealing?
I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal.
This is gonna be interesting.
So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish? This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly.
Yeah, sorry, dude,
Hungry
but
man, you know.
I mean, it's the right thing to do.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path.
What do you think of that fish thief?
Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instruction lasts. The last thing the plagued people of Sicil need is a thief among them.
Yeah? Alright, so we've officially gone for righteous over renegade, so that's a thing. Alright, the fish thief, charmed him, sure. Okay. And then there are these, which is just some more recipes, nothing crazy. Okay.
Sheep's cheese,
Hey,
tomatoes.
are you one of the ones that...
What sort of arrows do you want? Freezing?
There we go.
Silver? Poison?
Alright.
Get to the
You
point.
can have that, and you can have that, and that. My old staff. You can have both the helmets. Leather armor. I need to check that. I know these bracers are crap. That's my old robes. I think that's I don't know what is this for. Simple bronze chalice. The grail was just in the right place at the right time when its owner mastered the art of transmuting base metals. Basic clothing and armor, some simple cloth to steal lavish gold and never run out of cash again. I mean, that seems like a special thing, and I don't really want to sell it. That seems really specific and special, you know? So I guess we'll hold on to it. Beautiful. At least I got rid of all of my old gear and stuff. That's good.
Quiet day on
All
the
right.
market, it seems.
Next thing we can run off to do. So obviously we have things to do. We have to report to the leader of the Legion, Captain Aureus, and we can't talk to him, but we're going straight to something else first. We're going straight to something else first. And then we'll probably bounce down to something else. So there's usually an order I hit this stuff in, and that's more or less what we'll stick to.
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew.
There it is.
Again now, I pulled her off you
That's what
before
we're
she
after.
could do any...
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. that's the source hunter you're talking to.
A curious situation you've got here. Is the woman in the cage under arrest?
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did.
Boy.
It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
And what will become of this admittedly strange stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Why not? Perhaps it'll be worth taking the stranger under our wing. Oh, actually, I think this is probably a spoken line. Sorry.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation. Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Heyo! And officially, meet Bear Daughter. So Bear Daughter is our new companion.
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty true. Oh, sorry, actually, I expected her to say that. Yes, as you've noticed, we are an unpredictable species as likely to kill as to heal. It's best to be wary of those you meet for this very reason.
If you say it is so, then wary I will be. As the god wolf Amira commanded Threes. Win you from your wicked world, or cold company will corrupt you.
Sorry, once again, I clicked on Gloric's option, expecting him to say it out loud, and he didn't, so he just agreed with her. So that was my advice. Is, yeah, no, you're right. You know, tread softly. Okay, so we have some leather armor, but it's probably light. Yeah, it's lighter. So she's already has 28. Yeah, so we can get rid of it then. It's less than everything. And our character wears robes. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright, so now we got Bear Daughter. Nice. I was about to say, I think that's where we get the stuff. Oh, hang on, sorry. This one, and then this one. Give her her bow. Now she's armed at least, that's nice. Alright, Gloric. Oh, there we go. We're gonna upgrade him to a dagger. At some point, we're actually gonna get some real weapons for you, I swear, dude. For now, this is the best we can do, but eventually we'll get him some actual swords or axes or something. But at least for now, we're very slowly upgrading our stuff. Alright, so several things to do here, but we recruited Bear Daughter right out the gate because obviously she is a archer, and yeah, she is a archer, and so she is convenient to have around, and we will be carrying her for quite a while, I imagine. There's lots of there's a fair amount of options. There is 3 companions I know of off the top of my head right away. All of them are in this town. I imagine I don't know if there's more. I would assume there is in the game, but if there is, I don't think I've encountered them. But there's 3 that I know of right off the top of my head.
What sort of arrows do you want?
All right, sell the steak.
Silver,
sell that
poison?
armor.
Get to the point.
Okay. Beautiful. Lovely. Oh yeah, now we can give all these arrows to Bear Daughter.
Get it while it's fresh.
These are all arrows. And the arrowhead is good enough as well. I probably should collect arrow shafts if I have the option. Because I know I'm not super interested in going deep into crafting, but that might be a wise idea. At least that way the arrowheads could be used for something useful. Okay, so we have a couple of options as far as who our 4th slot should be. We either could grab... There's a person inside this tavern right here. We could talk to her. She is one of the options. She's not super likable, is the thing. So she's not that much fun, but, like... it doesn't mean she couldn't come around, because... actually, I realized I could just tell you the name, because we are going to meet her soon. I just don't remember her name, but there's an achievement for, I imagine it must be the, I forgot he existed. Anyway, but yeah, there must be there is an achievement, so there must be, like, her story must have some sort of ending here. I'm just gonna try and find her here. Medora, that's her name. So, apparently some people have like storylines. So Medora is one of the companions. She's a knight, actually, like Gloric. She uses two-handed weapons. It's actually one of the reasons I wanted Gloric to use dual wielding, was just so he wouldn't copy Medora. Yeah, and so that one is teach Medora the value of mercy. I don't know what that means. I imagine maybe that's an end to her quest line, or maybe that's a choice and you have to do something specific and it's hard to do, because the percentage would suggest that it must be something really specific. Now, this one is another one of the companions. The other one I was super aware of is Wolgraf, and he is another one of our options. He is a thief, or he's like a sneaky scoundrel thief person. And so it would balance out our team a little better, but having Medora and having Gloric as our frontliners could be good. And Medora is a really good, like, companion. She's, like, really tough. And so it could be nice. I can see why I would want that. And then the other one that I actually completely forget he exists is Jaehon. Jaehon is another one. Now, again, I don't know what that specific achievement means, and I imagine I wouldn't. And I never carry Jaehon because I always make one of my main characters a wizard, and Jaehon is a wizard. And again, also not super likable. I like Jaehon even less than I like Medora, because Medora often is grating because she's very suspicious and she's very, like, she very much doesn't trust magic or anything, and I don't know. Her opinions on lots of things are really weird. And so I'm on the fence about carrying whether we should carry Wolgraf or Medora. Wolgraf, of course, is hard to keep alive, but having a scoundrel can be really good damage. You know what I mean? And if we have Gloric for tanking, and obviously we can't carry everybody. I don't know. I feel like I'm partially more tempted for... I don't know, I kind of want to see both of their storylines, but Medora is as interesting as well. I don't know. Maybe we'll go, maybe we'll go Jaehon? Or maybe we'll go, certainly not Jaehon. But maybe we'll go Wolgraf, maybe? Let's see if I remember how to get there. I almost think there's a hole in the graveyard.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Don't worry, I have a shovel.
Rest in peace, darling.
Man, I hope this is the right one. Yes! Nailed it. Look at that. First try, baby. Alright, anyway. Okay, I think he's in here. I think. If I'm in the right place, which really, who knows? Assuming I'm in the right place, but this might be right. Okay, I think we might be on the right track here. This could be good. Oh, I gotta fix her. Hang on a minute. Her bar is ugly. Get rid of that. She's never gonna use it. Power stance. Improve damage with bow at the cost of precision. Is she already... Bear Daughter, a problem Bear Daughter has, in my experience, is her not being able to hit the broadside of a barn. She's very inaccurate. Alright, so skill, we're gonna get Ricochet on that one. Otherwise, don't worry about anything else. So yeah, we need to boost her ability to be accurate, because often she has a hard time hitting anything. So, at long distance. So we need to make sure to give her the appropriate skills and abilities. Now, obviously, we're playing on easy baby, crybaby difficulty, right? So, it's not that much of a big deal, right? But, like, if her accuracy starts getting worse the farther we go, which it probably will, then we will need to be prepared for that eventuality. worry about it, Glory. I put him there because it would save some AP, but also because, you know, the rest, Bear Daughter and Scarlet can shoot the far people, you know?
The unending
So,
darkness.
you know. Yeah, if I attack her with that, she'll try and bonk him with it, which is not what I want. There we go, something like this. There it is. Nice. Oh, I should have sent that to Bear Daughter, by the way. Okay, really quick. Hey. No! Damn. It's alright, we can... Oh, right, well. Fine, I'll pick it up then, and then I'll give it to Bear Daughter. Are you happy? Anyway. Ooh, regeneration scroll. And better boots. There's ore as well, but again, that kind of screams crafting thing to me. 9, they are a little better. Alright, I feel like Gloric is kind of highest priority when it comes to giving good stuff to, because he's the, again, he's the wall. He's the front line, right? So giving him anything that increases armor, better defenses, all of that is his territory. Second banana is Scarlet, as far as defenses go at the moment, and then Bear Daughter is a distant third. We need to kill that guy quickly because his ability, his shooting flames, getting lit on fire does not feel good.
It craves more.
Suffice it to say, getting lit on fire does not feel good. Sorry, not heal. Alright, I wonder if I can... How much do I need to use this? Oh, 4? There's no way. That's fine. We have Crushing Fists. Yeah, there we go. Alright, good. He was trying to... I think he suicides into you, or lights you on fire, and then... I don't know. I think he might suicide into you, so I was trying to kill him before he got close. I think that might have been the bit, possibly. Well, it was good effort, I guess. I was about to say, let's get someone that definitely doesn't miss. We could battering ram, but it might light him on fire, and I don't really want to chance it, so we'll just let him tank this, and yeah, we'll let him hang out, and we'll just try and kill him from a distance, out of sight, huh? All right, let's get a little closer. There we go. All right. If we want to be impatient, we could use a rain scroll. If I could just learn the rain ability, that'd be nice. All right, whatever. I'm impatient. Let's do it.
I need to dry off.
I'm dripping.
Don't worry, it's for a good cause. Alright. Wand, which we can sell for good money. Unidentified boots. Those are all very good. Yeah, we need to learn the rain ability. It's more handy than you would believe. We can't identify because we need a magnifying glass. So we'll keep our eye out for one of those. Alright, lovely. So I think our main, our I almost said leading lady, but that's not accurate. I think our boy is up here, I think. Yes, there he is! Hey, man. Woolgraph. Just the man I wanted to see. Hang on, I'm waiting. There we go. Oh. Well, you know, hang on a minute. There's lots of little individual gold pieces in here. Because I think you pop up from the well. And that's the reason I kept clicking on the well earlier, because I thought that was the other way down, but it wasn't giving me the prompt, so I assume I'm clicking in the wrong spot. So, but maybe we'll climb up from this way, and then maybe it'll trigger what we need, possibly. Okay. Hang on, we're getting there. There we go. Okay, I picked up all the gold. Hey, man.
You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can find into the many pockets of his shabby garb.
So here's the thing. Wolgraf is mute, and so he does not talk. And so obviously, if you'll notice the little asterisk, the little stars next to all that, that's because that's what he's obviously actively doing. And so that's not him speaking. When I first played, I thought that was him speaking, and I thought he was narrating what he was doing, and it really made me laugh. And so I thought it was really funny. I'm like, wow, he like narrates everything he does. That's awesome. But then I noticed, wait a minute, like, and then later on, I was like, oh, I actually wait. And then I noticed that there's the little stars. I'm like, oh, he's not narrating what he's doing. It's, you know, that is what he's doing. He's mute.
So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers.
Oh there, fella. We don't mean you no harm. Tell me, what are you doing here?
Your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read.
Mute, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for?
Indeed, I am a source hunter.
Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Name's Wolgraf. I admire you. No hero like source hunter. Sicil, dead end. Please let me join you.
If you'd like to join me, I need to know a little bit more about you.
Wolgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other.
Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with logs. See things you don't. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make them pay. Please.
About you joining me.
Wolgraf eagerly catches your gaze with the best puppy eyes imitation he can muster.
Absolutely.
I could use someone with your specific type of expertise. Consider yourself hired.
Be welcome, Wolgraf. Riches await, if you'll obtain them for us.
Wolgraf smiles and shakes your hand in thanks. With a gesture of the arm, he seems to say, I'm ready. Lead the way.
Booyah! And that's he's on the fourth member of our team. He's squad member number 4. And he does have a couple of daggers, but he is already all equipped on that front. Okay, we're just gonna make sure there's nothing else too juicy. And his boots are better, and we can't identify those because we need a magnifying glass. Lovely. Alright, and so now that we have a thief with all the lockpicking stuff, now, obviously he has skills on that front, so now we will give him any lockpicking stuff we want to. Oh, it's outside. Okay, so it was a well, I was right on that front, but it's not the well that's in town. It's a well that's right outside the city gates, I believe. Okay, now we know. Okay, so this is where we fought all the other peons. I was stuck on a rat, in case you're wondering. Okay, now these stairs lead to, I think, someone's basement, but if memory serves, it's very easy to die here. And I think I've lost characters here before, so we're gonna split Scarlet, separate from everyone else. We're gonna give it a save. And then we're gonna poke our noses in here.
Careful now, that's a trap.
I know it's a trap. Alright. Nice and easy, people. Oh, damn. They were, very much ahead of me on that front. Okay. Yeah, I think this thing is kind of a nightmare. We're gonna backtrack that there. I was even thinking that too. I was thinking, man, I don't know, dude. This seems like a bad strategy. Because I know for sure I've lost characters before. Because that room, I mean, is full of traps. I mean, there's like fireballs and it's just nasty. And it's very, very easy to lose characters in there. So we do not have to do that yet. Okay, we're going to re-add. And then we're going to finish exploring the rest of this. And then we'll probably just call the episode there. And that's what we'll do, maybe. Something like that.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay. This way, people. We're gonna trigger this on purpose, but obviously from a safe distance. Okay. Now, I don't have... Oh, I do have a raid scroll. What luck!
Rain nurtures our land.
I need to dry off.
Alright, there we go. Now just give a second for the rain to put out all the fire over there. There we go. Smoke grenade. We can... I guess we can pick it up. Alright, we can go ahead and give that to Gloric. Ignore that, it's fine. Oil just slows you down. That would only matter if someone was throwing around like fire spells or something. So fear not.
Look out! I see a trap.
Yeah, see, I saw that one. Actually, Woolgraph, isn't this like your whole deal? Ah, well. Maybe it would be if we had the right stuff. Oh, hang on a minute. Why the... I'm trying to remember how to fix this. I know there's a way. Hang on. Weird. Now she's on the left. Was she always on the left? I feel like she was on top at some point. Seems weird, man. I mean, we could blow it up, but I don't have another rain thing. Oh, all right, never mind. We're good. Our boy has a water balloon.
Stand down before I push you down.
All right. Then we're gonna grab this.
Time to quench the thirst of Rivelon.
All right. There's a. Oh, hey, look at that. A free water balloon. That'll reimburse what we spent. That was a pear. We don't care about that. All right. Lovely. That is just, I think it's, yeah, it's iron vein. So you can, if you have a pickaxe, you can, like, mine that stuff. But, again, I think that's all crafting related, which we don't care about. Poison arrow. Send to bear daughter. And boots. Some bracers. That's good. Hey, look at that. We ended up over here what that chest was earlier. Plate armor. Blackjack. And we could sell that for some good money, I think. Well, that was worth it. Hang on a minute. There wasn't more back here, was there? No. I would say probably not. Lovely. All right. So let's go ahead and get back up top to the normal part of town. And we'll sell anything we do not need. And we will... Yeah, we'll look at some things. There's one more. There's another quick little stop I want to try and make. But it's in the town square, so fear not. All right. Let's see. I think actually, isn't it this way? I think this is how we got down here. Yes, I do think so. Yeah, we need to get Gloric some real weapons, like two individual swords or axes or something. He needs some better stuff. He's not like a, you know, he is a warrior, and I want him to have like two like battle axes. Would be like really cool, you know. It'd be like a berserker, you know what I mean? It would be like, it'd be really good aesthetically. So, you know, something like that. We need to get him some weapons. You know, his whole bit is not to be using daggers and things like that, you know. He's not a scoundrel or a rogue, you know. So, we will get there. We'll get there. We'll keep our eyes peeled for some better stuff. Alright, so yeah, I kept thinking this was the well that allowed you to climb up, and it's not. It's the one right outside of town. Which does not help us at the moment. Alright. You.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing?
Repair.
Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Unidentified plate armor. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. She can identify our stuff for us. Yeah, go ahead and identify this. I don't have a magnifying glass, so. You wouldn't happen to sell magnifying glasses, would you? No. But she does have a whole bunch of range stuff, which could be really good for, yeah, that could be really good for Bear Daughter if we cared to. Anyway, we can sell the painting, of course. Sell the wand, because we don't know anybody that's going to use it.
Quiet day on the market.
And hold off on everything else. Alright, so Gloric is first priority with armor, obviously. Alright, these ones are 11. Lucky Charm. Really? I wonder what Lucky Charm does. And this is long distances, which is actually movement and health is actually what this one is. Which that kind of makes me feel like that would be better for Gloric. More health, of course, is good, and it is better armor. Now, then we can go ahead and give you these ones, which more health, also good. And then these ones go from 11 or from 7 to 11. That's good. And that's obviously heavy armor. So he's wearing 32, which is minus like 1 movement. This is minus 0.2 movement that gives him a resistance. It's also unbreakable, which means durability does not matter for this armor, and it's much better. So yeah, he can wear this.
Quiet day on the market.
Very big upgrade for our boy on the armor front.
Right. Ain't true.
All right. Yeah, so that's much better. It's above our level, but it's good enough. And this dagger, we can give him the old blackjack. Oh, it's actually worse. This is actually better, technically. It's so funny. His weapons are so weird, dude. Like, as soon as we
Quiet day on the
can,
market, it seems.
as soon as we can, we'll upgrade his stuff. Alright, now I don't think... Oh, there we go. She's not even wearing any bracers, so yeah, let's give her some. And then obviously she's already using a bow, and hers is way better. And I know he's wearing stuff, and I think his... Yeah, he's all situated for now. There we go. Lovely. Alright.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want?
So first we could sell
Freezing?
all
Silver?
the rest of our stuff.
Poison? Get to the point.
Sell all those. We're going to keep the Golden Grail. It seems fancy. Okay. Fantastic. Now, I think the person we need to talk to, I actually think is this lady? Hola.
Dearest
Yes.
customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by
Yes, I was
ether.
about to say, I think she
Thank
sells
a
spellbooks.
start, eh? I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
You wouldn't happen to... Ah, dang it. I don't think she sells what we need already. Blitzbolt, Bitter Cold, Avatar of Storms, Head Vice, Invisibility, Avatar of Frost, Ice Shard, Freezing Touch, Water of Life. More than we can afford anyway. Teleportation, Shocking Touch, Wind of Change, Thunder Jump, Rain. I think that's what we needed. Yes, Rain. I think that's actually what I was looking... that is what I was looking for, so beautiful. I'll take that. Thank you. And I know, and our character can learn it because we have the ability. Yes, now we know Rain all the time, so we don't need scrolls anymore. And again, as you've already seen, Rain is really, really good. Because obviously it's very good for putting out fire, and it's very, especially for traps and things like that. But even in battle, it can be useful too. But even in battle, it can be useful too, because you could like drop rain, and then maybe you could hit someone with like lightning or something, you know? So it does have some use in battle. Technically, Gloric is a heal too, obviously. His heal is a lot longer to come back. It's much slower. So. Okay, but I think that means everyone is healed, which is good. The only reason we were even damaged is because some of our people got new, stuff that gave them health. So now we know Rain, which is good, because that's a really useful ability. A little more utility than battle, but it's still good. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, we'll go ahead and give this a save, and obviously we have a lot of town to explore, and lots of people to talk to, lots of town to explore. I was just, obviously, because we haven't been here very long, so I was just kind of blitzing through because I wanted to grab, obviously, Bear Daughter. I wanted to grab our 4th companion, whichever one I ended up choosing, and obviously, now we've locked in Wolgraf as our 4th companion. It's the first time I haven't recruited Medora, you know, and you can't carry everybody, is really the long and short of it, so you just have to, you just have to choose on which ones you want. And again, obviously, we already have a warrior, so my thought is Wolgraf gets us a little bit better coverage, so to speak. You know, he has lots of scoundrel-esque abilities and stuff, and so that technically we have a defense, a big frontline defense, you know what I mean? So, you know, so I have I've never rolled with this particular group before. I've carried, like, Wolgraf, but I think I've only carried him a short time, and then I switched back to Medora or something along those lines, so this will be different for me, too. But yeah, when we get back, we have lots of town to explore, lots of people to talk to, and that'll be really neat. We look amazing, by the way. And, yeah, that will be awesome. And Gloric's also looking fantastic, looking super mighty, and we'll get him better weapons as soon as we see any better options. And, yeah, that'll be super, super neat. So yeah, and as far as uploads go, I think by the time you guys seeing this, I think today's probably Sunday, because at least I'm recording this on Friday night. So my plan is that I will get this edited probably Saturday night, and then I will get it up for Sunday. And again, barring anything weird happening, Sunday my sister and I are doing Christmas baking stuff, and so I kind of have a lot of things going on. So I don't think I'll be recording a main part for the day, and so this is going to go up in place of that. So that way something's coming out on Sunday, and then Monday, as far as I know, should be totally normal. I'm hoping I will have recorded a part 2 of this game by then, and then Monday we can get out part 2 of this game, along with the next part of Twilight Princess. So that's more or less the plan, and again, it's a little weird because, again, I'm recording this in advance, so it's a little bit weird that way, but here's hoping. But yeah, and obviously now, enjoy my new outro, and I hope you guys enjoyed my channel trailer and my new art and all that stuff. I love it. I love it to death. I'm so happy with the way everything turned out on that front. So anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.